with Dad. From the very beginning, we knew there were some things that weren't right.
From when Patrick was born.
Yes.
And so,
So what happened?
Well, they did the heel stick. And they saw where he had hemophilia, and he's got it as bad as you can get it, and still be alive. And so for 6 days, they kept him at the hospital, and every day we came back and spent the whole day with him, which was really hard for his mother. And at the end of the 6th day, I said to the doctor, if he's going to die, he's going to die at home. And so we picked him up and took him home.
Yeah.
And
He's still with us. He's
he
9.
did really well. And he's been through a lot. He's been through about 5 surgeries, and that doesn't really work well with hemophilia, but he's done right well, and he is a pleasure to be around.
Patrick, what's it like coming to All Children's Hospital?
Well, it's kind of nice because I get to see all the doctors, how nice they are, and I just learn more about hemophilia every day and every day.
You shouldn't have to learn about hemophilia, but you do have to because you have it. So if you fall down and scrape your knee, that's a big deal for you, isn't it?
Yes.
Why is that? What is hemophilia?
Hemophilia is like, okay, imagine it's like a row, like a big circle of dominoes, and some of them would take down. It can't go all the way. So what we try to do, we try to use medicine, and we try to put the dominoes back in so I can go around and I can play whatever, and I can be healthy again.
Because if you cut yourself, it'll keep bleeding and keep bleeding, right?
Yes, we have to make sure we have to dose it, and we put a Band-Aid, we put ice, we just do what we can.
So it's a big deal every time you get hurt.
Yes.
But you've been able to go out and play and have fun, right?
Yes.
So you still get to be a normal kid.
Yes.
But you get to come here and you have great doctors and nurses?
Very.
I love it that they're so happy about being here.
That's the other thing, too, is most kids, you couldn't get them to come near a hospital. If they came to a hospital, they would, be fearful. They wouldn't have any part of it. Every single kid that we've talked to in the 7 years we've been doing this loves coming to this place. Loves it. Now, we wish you didn't have to come here, but it's nice to know that it's a pleasurable experience when you are here, as good as it can be, right?
Yes.
So, Dad, is this the only hospital in the area that treats hemophilia in kids?
Yeah, there's only 3 in the state of Florida. This is the one local to the Tampa Bay area. The other one is in Miami, and the third one is in Jacksonville.
So vital to have this kind of treatment right here.
Oh, it's beyond compare. A couple years ago on Christmas Eve, he had just an awful bleed, and we were here Christmas Eve at 11 o'clock at night. And the doctor said we can go home if we can get the pharmacist to deliver us medicine. And 11:30 at night on Christmas Eve, the pharmacist came with the medicine we need, and he got to spend Christmas Day at home.
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable.
That is not at all how that's supposed to go, man. I'm so glad you're here smiling. I can't tell you this is such an emotional journey when we talk to kids like you. What would you say, because, the other thing is, too, you're probably too young to understand this, but you're an inspiration not only to adults, but you give other kids out there hope. What would you say to other kids that might have a condition like yours that are maybe afraid to come to the hospital? What would you say to some of the other kids?
I would say if you have a condition, go to the hospital because they can treat you up, and you can be the kid that you've always wanted to be, and you can accomplish your dream that you've always wanted to do.
Wow.
Are you sure you're 9?
I'm 10.
Are you still? Are you positive?
Wow. I don't know if we could add anything to that. 1-800-270-8642.
I'm going to have Patrick give out the phone number, too. Maybe
Yeah.
if Patrick gets it out, it'll get the phones ringing. We've got about a dozen or so phones available. It will literally not take 90 seconds for us to process you, and you can go to sleep tonight knowing that you've helped a kid just like Patrick and know that you've helped the kids here at All Children's.
1-800-270-8642.
One more time.
1-800-270-8642. And can I give a shout out?
You can do whatever you want, man.
I want to give a shout out to my school, my doctor, Miss Marianne, my feeding therapy, Christina, and Kara.
What's your school?
Holy Family Catholic School.
Awesome. You have good teachers there?
Yes, very.
Lots of good friends?
Yes.
Who's your best friend?
He doesn't go to that school,
Oh, okay.
but his name is Antonio
Ah.
and Nicholas.
And Nicholas. Yeah, you can't leave Nicholas out.
All right, do we have all our shout outs? You said everything you want to
Yes,
say?
yes.
Patrick,
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
I was trying to get him in trouble.
Yeah. Half your stuff is gone. Let's leave that alone. Once you get into that whole thing, they're going to want half your toys, half your video games. Save that for later, man. You have fun with your friends. It's if there's one piece of advice you walk away today, it's that Travis told you to stay away from girls till you're like 35-ish. Because they are very high maintenance until they get into their 30s.
No, they're not.
Take that with you, Patrick, okay? Well, we're
He's going to
glad.
have a girlfriend next week. He's a star on the radio.
All right,
Look at
well,
all the girls are going to want to talk to him.
we're glad that you're laughing. We're glad that there's treatment here where you live. Because, I mean, I can't imagine that if all children's couldn't treat you, having to travel to Miami or Jacksonville, or, I mean, that's when you're in a situation where you probably have to move. You know what I mean? That's so glad they're here.
Yes.
Yep.
Do it for Patrick. Do it for your healthy child that's in the backseat probably making noise right now. But more importantly, just do it. Help us. We need 50 more so we can stay on pace and keep our goals. 1-800-270-8642. 1-800-270-8642. Every penny stays here, and we're depending on your help. Travis and Jenny live from All Children's Hospital on US 1035.